2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Salt Lake City as the Jazz go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, they're up over the 500 mark so far at 3-2 on the young season. A decent enough start, and one they're hoping to improve on with a win in tonight's contest. And tonight we have two up-and-coming teams. Lots of talent, but also a lot of inexperience. Shaq, the youngsters looking forward to this battle. How do they keep their emotions in check?
Well, emotions can be positive, Ernie, if you play under control. Because if you get out of control and start doing crazy stuff, it just goes crazy. But both coaches will work hard to keep their players focused.
You got to stop that.
Yeah, man. Well, it's fun to watch the future of the league. And I want to see which guy separates himself and says, I'm going to be a dominant player in this league. A dominant player. That's why I love this.
If you do that again, I'm going to have to put my fist down.
Does nothing, Ernie.
Whoa.
Does nothing.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The Jazz looking to take charge here at home as we bring it to you live on 2K Sports from Salt Lake City, Utah. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And just a single game trip away from Los Angeles for the Lakers. Still early in the season, but the front office and coaching staff likes what they are seeing from this team so far. Better winning percentage than last year.
And there's history, some bad blood between these two teams that makes it all the more interesting.
These are two clubs that know each other well, the strengths, the weaknesses. It's going to be a tactical battle.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, I never thought about it until I hurt my back. Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, I realized that I liked that side of the game. And Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. And two conference rivals, Steve, going head-to-head. Maybe a little extra animosity tonight here.
You know, Kevin, to describe it, they don't like each other. There will be no hugs, no handshakes. This is about compete, compete, compete.
Well, good, right? That's what you want to see.
Yeah, I don't like everybody all fluffy. Come out there and go at somebody.
No. Yeah, we even have competition here on the broadcast booth.
I know, I'm elbowing you for that sandwich.
Oh, there's another elbow from Steve Smith. Thank you, Steve. I got it. I understand. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So the Lakers five right now. Randall is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. The lengthy pair of KCP and Ingram on the wing. And it's Clarkson in at the point guard position. Now here's Ingram. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Hood drives in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And Rodney Hood played 1 season at Mississippi State, then transferred, played another season at Duke. A good floor spacer, Greg, at 6'8".
You know, it's his in-between game that impresses me. Able to beat his man off the dribble. He can hit that little pull-up or drop it off to a teammate. This guy continues to improve.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Rodney Hood has good size at 6'8". Really uses his frame well to get his shots off.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. That one doesn't go. So Utah will take it the other way. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
And as a visiting team, you're already behind the 8 ball. Can't afford to give up opportunities like that.
Here's Randall after the basket by Utah. Ingram, it's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Now here's Hood. He's coming off a 19-point game against Phoenix. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ingram passes to Randall. Over Favors. Randall no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And that one's good. Ingram.
And Ingram is so graceful with the catch-and-shoot jumper. His lightning-quick release allows him to get off his shot in no time.
Now, here's Rubio. 8 points his last outing. Favors sets the pick for Rubio. And a wide-open look for Hood. A putback, and there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors has got his second basket of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto. Favors with the rebound. Utah leading by 4. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hood for 3. And it's Hood again missing. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Ingram dishes to Caldwell Pope. That shot missing. And it's Utah the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Another shot. And Hood with the nice bucket inside.
All focus from Hood. Even with contact, he finds a way.
Lakers trail by 6. Here's Clarkson.
Oh, that athletic.
Way up there.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Rubio against Clarkson. Rubio outside. Left side, Hood. Over Caldwell Pope. Misses off the left iron.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
And stolen by Favors. Now, here's Ingles. Guarded closely. Tries again. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
You love the effort of Favors on the glass. He's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
Now, here's Clarkson. Lopez, a screen on Ingles. Lopez outside. 5 to shoot. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Jazz leading by 6. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Utah's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Outside Hood. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Here's Favors. The rebound by the Lakers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And with your defense, one part's your ability, the other, though, is effort, and in that one they showed neither.
Also, they were late with their rotations for most of the evening. Gave up a lot of easy points.
Lopez, no luck.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. He kicks it to Clarkson. Caldwell Pope passes to Ingram. Here's Lopez. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
The first one falls. And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and Greg post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He is a load to handle for defense.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Mitchell comes in for Rodney Hood. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio. Brook Lopez hits them both.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Exum with it. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
The Lakers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. So it's Utah now. They lead by 4. Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Zubac. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket. Exum dishes to Favors. Kicks it to Gobert. To the paint. Stolen by Zubac. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Here's Kuzma. It's good. This game is all even. Kuzma's got his first 2 points of the night.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Johnson kicks to Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Kuzma. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Utah's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. The three from Johnson. Utah gets it back. Second chance shot. And Gobert with the lay-in. And the Jazz lead by 2.
One of the best rebounders in the game. Keeping Rudy Gobert off the glass is a tall order.
Ennis passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Kuzma. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And with the zone defenses the league allows right now, motion offense really becoming a key to efficient scoring, it seems, Steve. Do you like that trend?
I do, because it's really hard. They're taking advantages of the rules. Zone defense is hard to be able to stop teams that really move and move without the basketball. I would love for the league to go back to where a guy can have just a touch or a balance of touching somebody, because being able to guard somebody without touching at all, that is very hard.
I think most players would agree with you.
You just want to be able to touch to get a little balance.
Sure. The first free throw is good.
Look at the front court tandem of Rudy Gobert and Derek Favors. Both tremendous players. The question, though, Do you get enough spacing with those two inside to win it all?
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Udo's checked in for Gobert, and Jerebko is subbed in for Derek Favors. The Lakers also with a sub. Hart, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And in today's NBA, you can sometimes get diminishing returns with two big men who both need to be around the rim.
That's correct, but two things help this Jazz team. Favors is a good mid-range jump shooter. Defensively, he and Gobert are both very mobile for their size. Helps them against small ball teams.
The shot's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now Ennis. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And there's the pass to Kuzma. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And look now at the four areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Utah.
And the corner three has not been their shot of choice here tonight. And I think a big reason for that has been the defensive setup. They came in focused on taking away the short-range triple.
Utah leading. Here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Ennis passes to Hart. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The feed to Ennis. Pass to Hart. 5 on the clock. Nance a screen. They set the pick. From deep. Hart, no good. Utah shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Mitchell dishes to Udo. Here's Johnson, and the basket is good. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
For Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. He's off on the first.
You know, the Jazz, one of the best run franchises in basketball. They operate in a small market, but still one of the top 6 winningest organization in NBA history.
Good on the second free throw. And Steve, talking about the Jazz in Salt Lake City trying to hold on to big-name players. They lose all-star Gordon Hayward this past summer. And then you might recall Dominique Wilkins, who was drafted by the Jazz. He didn't want to play there.
Well, you know, the good news is you can focus on basketball, not too many distractions. And it's a beautiful city, safe with loyal fans and a chance to win.
And so it's the Lakers with it after the basket by Utah. Ennis kicks to Zubac. To the left side wing. From beyond the arc. Hart, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Johnson, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Jerebko. Zubac defending. Udo kicks to Mitchell. A baseline J. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
Smitty, you played a couple seasons in the Northwest where the Portland Trail Blazers are wildly successful and very, very popular. You hear rumblings about a return of the NBA to Seattle. Do you think it'll ever happen?
You know, Kevin, I hope so. There's a lot of places in the NBA, and we have some great cities. But I think Seattle, speaking for myself, was one of the favorites. They came out, they supported. Obviously, most fan bases support when they're winning. But even when Seattle was mediocre, that fan base was there. They enjoyed it. I love the Northwest. I hope it happens again. I hope the NBA basketball returns to Seattle.
Both shots good from the stripe. Utah leading by 5. Johnson outside. He feeds it to Mitchell. Jerebko kicks to Exum. Over Ennis. Exum dishes to Udo. And Utah again with the bucket.
A tall guard who can see over the defense. Exum with no trouble locating the open teammate.
Nance a screen. Hart the pass to Kuzma. On the wing, Nance. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hart. Over Mitchell. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He is so out of his element right now. Hasn't made a shot all quarter. I feel for him.
And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That is his first foul of the game. There's the steal.
And they've carved out an early lead in spite of the fact they continue to turn it over. And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Here's Jerebko. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Johnson outside. Lock at 6. There's the pick. Here's Mitchell. It's tipped. Here's Hart. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And the rejection by Udo. They get it back. Zubac, Kuzma. And we'll be right back after this. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year, just get better, keep making strides, and keep getting better in every aspect of my game.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Ivica Zubac is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Ennis, and it's Hart in at the 2.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Joe Johnson with a long and illustrious career like yourself, Smitty. He had very good years in Atlanta. When you think of Joe Johnson, what comes to mind?
You know, the first thing is he has great handles for a player of his size. The crossover, able to get the defenders on their heels, and he does it in slow-mo. But he can score from anywhere.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Jerebko can't get it to go.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
Passes it to Zubac. Here's Hart. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. They set the pick. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. Utah leading by 5. There's the dish to Johnson. From 8. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Johnson. Hood comes in for Mitchell. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Dante Exum. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Ingles kicks to Hood. Just 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Urebko. Rebounded by Clarkson.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
13 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Clarkson's got his second bucket tonight. Jazz have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Misses the 3.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Now here's Zubac. Out to the right wing. Here's Hart. Goodbye Hood. There's the 3. But they get it back. Dishes it to Clarkson. Back to Zubac. To the inside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is a guy who is used to the spotlight.
And he knocks down the first one. And Julius Randle with an intriguing game, a great rebounder. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size, too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it and run, and very athletic when he gets ahead of steam, and boy, he can be tough to contain.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert comes in for Utah, and Derek Favors subbed in for Urebko. He's off on the second. Utah leading. Hood for 3. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Clarkson dishes to Ingram. Randle a screen on Rubio. Lopez a screen. Clarkson kicks to Ingram. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his 1st foul of the game. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Rubio against Clarkson. Now here's Rubio. Tight defense on him. Caldwell Pope against Hood. 4 on the clock. Here's Favors. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Inside, Ingram. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Brandon Ingram, the 2nd overall pick in 2016 out of Duke. What do you make of his rookie season?
You know, very much a work in progress. You have to remember how young he is. Didn't turn 19 until 3 months before the draft. And he's still rail thin. So he's got a chance to improve very quickly over the next few seasons as his body continues to mature.
And he makes the first.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
And it's tied up with that one. Steve, you are known for your three-point shooting, but as more and more teams look to space the floor and shoot threes, we've heard some legends, like Isaiah Thomas, for instance, complain that everyone's playing the same. What do you think about that?
You know, me and Isaiah, we've definitely talked about it, and I look at it, yes, we have some guys that's multi-talented, but everybody can't shoot threes. If you're a good guy to be able to knock down with a high percentage, shoot the three. But if you're a mid-range guy, you can still be an all-star shooting the mid-range. Play to your strength, work on that shoot threes, but I just hate when 5, 6, 7 guys, everybody's running to that line, and that's all we're seeing. You got to defend, you got to rebound, you got to block shots, you got to do other things, because that's still the way you can win the game, by doing all things, not just shoot threes. And
really having the best teams in history always had guys that can do different things, a ball handler, a rebounder, a screener, a long shooter.
Yeah.
It's always a combination of all those things instead of everybody doing the same
You're
thing.
so right, Kevin. And even though we've been in this three-point era, in the last 2 or 3 years, rebounding the basketball and defending still can win basketball games for you.
And a chance to check out the stats for Randall. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 13 points per, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now here's Gobert. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
Clarkson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Feeds it to Clarkson. The pass to Lopez. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lopez, a screen on Rubio. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
You see the defender right there playing physical, trying to impose his will, but Rubio's tough.
And Ricky Rubio, you know, known mostly for his ability to pass it and create opportunities for teammates, but you know, I think he's an underrated defender at that point guard spot, and maybe he doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively.
One shot.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. And Greg, for Rubio, his defense is something that isn't talked about, but is certainly present all the time.
Yeah, I mean, he's smart, fast, he moves his feet well, and has terrific anticipation with his hands. Great playing both on and off the ball, and just aware of his spacing and a player's tendencies.
Now, here's Rubio. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Here's Ingles. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas.
One shot, gentlemen.
Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
Free throw drops for Ingles. And the new CBA hammered out Smitty last season between the league and the players. It really seemed to get done. Adam Silver, a terrific job. Chris Paul leading the players' side. They got together early and seemed to be much more cordial in their negotiations. I think that's a wonderful sign.
I think the game is in good hands right now, and I was happy from, like you said, from the league side and the players' union side. You said it best, Kevin. They got together early, and that's why I think it was seamless. And the game right now is going so well, and they didn't mess it up, and I'm happy about it.
And you know what? I'll even go on. I'll take it one step further. I don't know if there's a professional league in the world right now that is in better shape in almost every aspect than the NBA. What do you think?
I totally agree, Kevin. Right now, we have a magical time right now in the NBA. Things are running well on the court and off the court.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Well, you look at Ingles, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Rubio kicks to Hood. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I like Rodney Hood. He plays with great patience. He goes through his progressions off the pick and roll. Once he gets past his initial defender, he keeps them walled off behind him and forces the help D to make a decision.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. And Hood standing 6'8". Even the defender's breathing down his neck. He can get his shot off without Steve too much concern.
You know, the reason why is he's a triple threat. Pass, shoot, drive. He's shown the ability to read the defense and make the right decision.
Larry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Hood.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Clarkson against Rubio. Lopez, a screen on Ingles. Trying to get back on track. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He did a stellar job throwing his body into the mix and coming up with the easy tip in.
Clarkson against Rubio. Over to the wing. Another miss by Utah. Lakers trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Hood. He's got 6. Here's Ingles. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Unselfish play by Hood. Could take it himself, but finds the open man.
Rubio against Clarkson. Lopez a screen. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Misses the jumper.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Lakers trail by 14. It's Ingram on the wing. He kicks to Lopez. Now here's Ingram. Ingles covering. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Lopez.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Kicks to Favors. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
The wide open look here for Lopez. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Jazz leading by 12. Now here's Rubio. He has 5. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got 8.
Hood is great at getting into the paint, using that high release point of his to get his shot off.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And Utah adding another terrific defender this summer, trading for point guard Ricky Rubio. Rubio on a bargain contract the next 2 years. A nice move by the Jazz's front office. And another thing with Rubio, the Jazz love to score with the pass. Few better playmakers in the league than Double R. Some might harp on his shooting, but he's a quality starting point guard.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Yarebko's checked in for Favors. Johnson comes in for Joe Ingles. Mitchell, he's checked in for Hood. And it's Exum in for Ricky Rubio. Here's the screen. Lopez passes to Caldwell Pope. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot blocking master.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Coming off a terrific season. First in blocks, second in field goal percentage, and one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. That free throw missing. And in the early season, plenty of optimism for teams. Is there any complacency, Steve, a feeling that you can lose one here, lose one there, and you can make up for it down the stretch?
Well, the good teams, they feel like that. A lot of times you look at it and say you don't take losses as bad when you have a couple star players or impact players out. You figure when we get those guys healthy, you just want to be able to play the right way, and when they come back, then you can start to make your push.
And he's good on the second. So it's Utah now. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Exum dishes to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Jazz coach Quinn Snyder bounced around as an NBA assistant coach. 4 different teams, never staying more than a year. He got his education working under so many great coaches.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. And Coach Snyder said that his experience as an assistant coach helped to erase some coaching blind spots.
Well, you take something, Kevin, from every experience, every stop. He's been well prepared to become an NBA coach. Over 2 decades on the bench before taking over the Jazz job.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Lakers trail by 14. He tries for 3. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 6 points in the quarter.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Exum kicks to Jerebko. Mitchell passes to Jerebko. The Jazz working the ball around now. Johnson, that's for 2. Another miss by Utah.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Utah leading by 11. Johnson kicks to Exum. To the wing right side. The feed to Mitchell. Johnson kicks to Gobert. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Gobert's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Mitchell dishes to Exum. 1:27 left in the first half of the game. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Ennis kicks to Lopez. Pass to Kuzma. To the middle. And the dunk by Lopez.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Here's Jerebko. After the basket by the Lakers. Over Nance. Jerebko can't get it to go. Here's Hart. He's got 7. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Udo's checked in for Utah. And the Lakers also making a switch. Zubac is checked in for Brook Lopez. Clock at 6. Here's Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss. Jazz leading by 11. Exum kicks to Udo. And that's going to be a treble. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. Here's Hart. Pass to Kuzma. Lands a screen on Johnson. Tries from 10. He gets it in there. Zubats has got it back down to within single digits for the Lakers.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Utah out in front, up 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. Derek Favors had no problems getting going. He had 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebounding. Those second chance buckets came into play in a big way. Those are effort points, momentum builders, salvaging points off the scrap heap. You never heard me say scrap heap before, Ernie. I don't even know what it means. It just sounded good.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
We welcome you back now to Salt Lake City with a breathtaking view of the layout of this beautiful town. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. We've seen Derek Favors really having a great game.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
He bullied his way inside for a ton of rebounds, and until they get a body on him, he's just going to keep coming at him.
Lakers trail by 9. And the Utah Jazz watch their star player, Gordon Hayward, depart for Boston in free agency this past summer.
Yeah, and Kevin, especially for small market teams, that's always the concern, attracting and retaining star talent. The loss of Hayward, a real setback for this young team.
But tough defending Favors and Gobert make up the big men. Hill and Hood in the backcourt, and it's Ingles in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
He's had an NBA body from day one, and Favors knows how to carve out space.
Clarkson passes to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Rubio dishes to Favors. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Rubio. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looking to maximize the value of the possession.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Randall's checked in for Los Angeles. And that one falls for Ricky Rubio.
What you get with Rubio, good size for a guard, terrific playmaker, and trying to become a better scorer.
Clarkson kicks to Ingram. Randall a screen on Rubio. Clarkson with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Lakers now. A 12-point game. High post Lopez. Gobert on him. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Ingram missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Now Rubio. After the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, here's Favors. The Jazz with another miss.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result. His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
Hood lays it in without an inch of room around him. Hood's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Caldwell-Pope passes it to Ingram. Lopez a screen, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Jazz.
And you look at the chart, and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the 3 to score, but they have seen what the defense is giving them and taken every open look they found.
Utah with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Passes it to Favors. Jazz passing it around. He feeds it to Ingles. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez with the block. Caldwell-Pope against Hood. Caldwell-Pope dishes to Clarkson. Feeds to Randall. It's Ingram on the wing. From outside the arc. Drills it from outside. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Favors sets the pick for Ingles. At the top of the key, Favors. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you know he's the former 3rd overall pick out of Georgia Tech. Favors has made steady improvement, productive at the 4 and the 5 spot.
The Jazz have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out. And to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
And he can't hit the second. And despite Favors' size and strength, he really moves his feet well.
And that's tremendously valuable in today's NBA. The ability to stay in front of smaller men in switches and pick and rolls. He has terrific lateral mobility.
And here's Favors following the 3-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Over Randall. Again, Favors missing. Lakers trail by 9. And here's Clarkson. Here's Ingram. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Rubio the pass to Favors. And it's sent back by Lopez. And he's able to get it back. Don't usually see him shooting the 3. 11 points for Ricky Rubio.
Not the most comfortable shot for Rubio, but give him credit. He doesn't turn it down.
Timeout called the Lakers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And here is Lopez after the three-pointer from Ricky Rubio. And it's Ingram missing.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Ingles dishes to Gobert. Good D by Lopez.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Clarkson with the ball. High post Lopez. Gobert on him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Randall. Both free throws good from Randall. So it's the Jazz now. They've led by as many as 14 points. There's a good screen. Rubio the pass to Favors. Here's Gobert. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Gobert's got 6 points.
One of the nice things about being 7-2, sometimes the defender gets his hand up, and it just doesn't matter.
Clarkson kicks to Caldwell Pope. The dish to Ingram. Lopez a screen. Shot off the pick. And it's Ingram missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Clarkson against Rubio. And here's Ingles outside. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 12 points for him.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
There's the pick. Caldwell Pope kicks to Lopez. Pick by Randall. Jumper off the screen. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Lopez. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Brook Lopez coming over to the Lakers this past summer in a deal for D'Angelo Russell. Strange to see Lopez not in a Nets uniform as he had been with the team so long, but he is someone this Lakers team wanted.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers saw a strong center to help take this team to the next level. Lopez gives you a lot and doesn't need a lot. So it'll be a big help with the maturing of this young Lakers core.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Now, here's Exum. He's covered closely. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up. And Dante Exum, a 6'6" slashing point guard. You don't see a lot of players who fit that mold.
No, you don't, Kevin. His size and quickness is really the foundation of his game. He's very elusive off the dribble, and at the defensive end, he's been terrific for a young player.
The first free throw is good.
The point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, is a rare physical specimen. Reason why he has great length at that point guard position, great size.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Lakers trail by 13. Here's Hart. He's got 7. Nance outside. Over Uretko. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Lakers in 5th.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Nance. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Here's Kuzma. Johnson with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Goes up off the inbound. Here's Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Julius Randle picks one up. Zubac is checked in for Randle. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Lakers trail by 12. Now Ennis. There's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kuzma, and the rejection by Udo. And now Utah, fast break. Johnson's got the ball, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Los Angeles is going to less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Zubac the pass to Ennis. Nance outside. The pass to Hart, trying his luck deep. Rebounded by Urebko. Urebko's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Takes a 3, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 17. Now here's Ennis. Inside, and that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 6.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Now here's Exum. D right on him. He dishes it to Urebko. Over Nance. Rebound the Lakers.
I'll tell you what, his shot's off, but the rest of the team is on. That's why they're still winning.
Pass to Hart. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Shot clock at 5. Charity stripe shot. Hits the front of the rim and out. Utah leading by 15. That's tipped. It's stolen by Nance. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Hart. It's rebounded by Udo.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Ennis after Joe Johnson's score. And here's Ennis. Right wing. Shoots a 3. They get it back. Pass to Hart. Ennis dishes to Nance. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Here's Zubats. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Zubats has got his third basket of the night right there. Jazz leading by 15. Exum with it. Dishes it to Johnson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Johnson's got 9.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Ennis. Passes it to Zubats. He used that pick to get in close. He's got 10.
Great change of direction. He sold the defense that he was taking the look and instead found his teammate for an even better one.
Exum kicks to Johnson. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Lakers trail by 15. Here's Kuzma. Over Johnson. Kuzma can't get it to go. Yarebko the pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Hart. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got 4 assists now tonight. Utah leading by 12. Now Exum. And the layup is good.
I love to see that aggression. Exum unafraid to pound it inside against some pretty good defense.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And Utah has possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. You've got Ennis. Ivica Zubats is out there with Nance. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Now here's Ennis. Here's Kuzma. Now the pass to Hart. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Zubats. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Udo picks one up.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good, and the Jazz making a change here. Rubio's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
In the corner, it's Ingram. From deep. Outside for Caldwell Pope. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Zubac, the pass to Kuzma. Back to Zubac. And the rejection by Udo. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Jerebko. Utah with a fresh 24. Lakers trail by 15. Clarkson with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Ingram wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Here we go. His second made from beyond the arc in the second half after having no such luck in the first.
Johnson dishes to Jerebko. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Favors comes in for Jerebko. Joe Ingles is checked in for Joe Johnson. And Hood subbed in for Mitchell. The Lakers also with a sub. Lopez is checked in. Now here's Favors. And Rubio kicks to Hood. Favors at the elbow. Rubio against Clarkson. Rubio misses.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
Clarkson against Rubio. Clarkson passes to Zubac. They set the pick. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Misses off the right iron. Here's Rubio. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
So often the setup man in transition. This time, Rubio takes it himself.
Lakers trail by 12. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Lopez a screen. Shot clock at 5, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And how about the athleticism from Ingram? Really looking to tear the basket apart with these strong dunks.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Ingram. So it's Utah now. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Rubio against Clarkson. Rubio outside. Lays it up off the glass.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Caldwell Pope outside. Rebound, Utah. Favors got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Hood can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 11. Clarkson kicks to Zubats. Down low, they get a hand on it. And the basket by Ingles.
Love the tenacity of Favors, especially on defense, where he keeps his hands active, coming away with the steals thanks to his hustle.
Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Zubats. Now, here's Ingles. Not a lot of room. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ingram's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the left wing. Zubats kicks to Lopez. Sinks the triple.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
And here's Rubio. Following the 3 from Brook Lopez. Hood drives in, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Rodney Hood does a nice job of drawing contact and working himself to the line.
That one is off. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Lakers trail by 10. And here is Ingram from 13 off the left rim and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Look at the big man Gobert sprint down the court, looking determined to beat everyone to the bucket.
LA has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Rubio against Clarkson. There's a screen. From 10 feet out, here's Zubats, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Zubats has got 9 points now in just the second half. Rubio dishes to Hood, down low. Gobert the screen. Here's Favors, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
It takes a lot of skill to get whacked and still complete the basket. Luckily, Favors is a super talented player who does this regularly.
Derek Favors missing about a month last season with a bone contusion in his left knee.
You know, that's why his numbers took a dip last season. Normally, he's improved year after year. Still young despite his years in the league.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ryan's checked in. That one misses for Favors.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Now here's Ingram. Ingles covering. Hood against Caldwell Pope. Gobert, and it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. And the Lakers making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Los Angeles. So it's Utah now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Another miss by Utah.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Clarkson. They shoot again, and it's good on the layup.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Now here's Gobert. Gobert, the screen. Favors can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 10. Clarkson with the ball. They set the pick. He kicks to Brewer. A 3-ball. But they recover it.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Rubio against Clarkson. And that one is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now, here's Rubio. Kicks it to Gobert. And Favors has it in the corner. Again, Favors missing.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Clarkson with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Clarkson passes to Ingram. Just 4 to shoot. Lopez a screen on Favors. Shot off the pick. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night. The wide open look here for Ingles. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Able to score in a multitude of ways. Favors causing a lot of problems for the defense.
Lakers trail by 10. Now Clarkson. Lopez a screen. Caldwell Pope left side. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now it's a 12-point Utah lead.
You have to respect Favors. His jumper is lights out.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try this strategy. Works when you're hot, but works against you when you're not.
And slam dunk by Gobert. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 18 rebounds.
Gobert is a high percentage shooter from the interior, especially when he's dropping the hammer.
Timeout called the Lakers. We've seen Derek Favors really having a great game.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derek Favors.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Ennis, he's checked in for Brewer. Clarkson kicks to Ingram. The feed now to Clarkson. Lopez sets a screen for Clarkson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Nancy's checked in for Tyler Ennis. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Feeds it to Hood. There's the dish to Favors. Shot clock at 3. Ingles can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 11. The open shot. Lopez nails the wide open jump shot.
He can play very well away from the basket. Lopez has the kind of range that not many 7-footers possess, and it's a great asset for a big man in today's game.
Hood can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. Clarkson against Engel. Over Gobert. He can't get that one to fall. Utah leading by 9. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Favors. He feeds it to Hood. And it's good for 2.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Utah.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Derek Favors.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that brings them to within 10. Both free throws good from Nance. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Hood dishes to Rubio. Back to Hood. Puts up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Jazz lead by 12.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
35 seconds left in the game. Clarkson against Rubio. Back to Favors. The 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And the point differential just too difficult to overcome.
This is where it stings. You just want to keep competing, but deep down, you know it's just not your night.
Rubio against Clarkson. Rubio left side. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Dante Exum. Dante, still a young guy in this league. What do you want to focus on with your development?
I think it's just staying in the defensive end. Sometimes in the heat of the play, you kind of lose sight of it, and it's just about staying in there and just helping your teammates out. So,
a very young guy on a very good team. Thank you, Dante. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.